Hello, everybody, and welcome to IC Markets Market Commentary. My name is Adam Harris from Trade with Precision, and today I want to shine a spotlight on some very interesting charts out there. There's quite a bit going on, and it's a good thing, not a bad thing. First of all, I'm just going to start off with CAD Swissy because it's such a random currency, or one of the currency pairs out there, and just highlighting that it's turned a corner here. It's now starting to look more and more bullish, and so there's good room for this to head up from where it is currently at, say, call it 69.30, all the way up here towards 7,100. So some good moves there for day traders. They'll be liking those opportunities, and the probability that it's going to head up that high is looking very nice and strong. So that being said, let's move on to the next item on my list, which I am thoroughly enjoying at the moment, which is gold. Gold is looking very nice and bullish at the moment. The nice part about where it is at this point in time is it's a little bit overextended away from the moving averages. It's showing signs of exhaustion. So my expectation for this is that it's going to be coming back down, potentially back down to these levels here to test them for support, or at least back in towards the moving averages here, possibly around 1850. And then I'll be looking for a nice little green candle, something very similar to this, looking for an entry above the high, stop loss below the low, and then targeting 3 to 1. That's what I'll be doing for myself, but I'll be waiting for that price to pull back into that area and to produce that bullish candlestick. In principle, the trend looks relatively nice and healthy. It's okay. Might be due for a bigger correction at some point in the next month or so, but I do think for now there's still some room for this to head up a little bit higher. It's nice to see it starting to do that. And this is effectively a consolidation. So it's a really nice breakout, retest, and a continuation. Now it just needs to continue on from there. So gold looking really good. Next up is to talk about the state of the global indices. And I'm actually really excited about it. Currently, they're looking very, very nice and bullish. I'm just showing you this chart here to show you how much it's heading up higher. So that's looking really nice and healthy on the Dow. If we look at the S&P, it's also very nice consolidation, bullish breakout, and a bullish continuation. So there's definitely going to be room for the markets to head up a little bit higher. They're going to continue up on this, so I'm quite happy about that. The one I'm very happy about as well is the NASDAQ. So this is tech stocks. Particularly just wanted to show you the double bottom here, the bullish engulfing on the second end of that. So this is a classic sort of double bottom and takeoff. It's a good sign of a change in trend. And here we've got a lot of room to move at least up here to 11,600, even as high up as 12,000. So some good room there for also same thing again, looking for this kind of pullbacks on the daily, look for pullbacks into the moving averages, and looking for this to continue up, and that's going to provide plenty of opportunities for day traders as well. You can see here, look at this beautiful change in trend from bearish to stalling to that, plus all your bullish trending higher. Your both your RSI and MACD are now bullish. That's a really, really good sign of healthy moves to the upside. Very cool. But this week it's really interesting to me. We look at the FTSE 100. So the UK has been, for whatever reason, just thriving. It's just been testing, breaking all-time highs. We're doing really, really well there. Very nice and bullish. Had a little bit of consolidation on the weekly. We've had 1 week out, broken to all-time highs. The price action this week's likely to come back and test that level and then continue up. So that's something I'm looking for. And you can see a very shallow little bit of a dip here and a continuation up. But overall, this is looking very nice and bullish. What I would love to see is a pullback back down to 7.6, back into this area, producing a bullish candle, and then a continuation to the upside. But very nice and bullish, nice and healthy. That's what I like to see. The DAX as well, the Germany DAX, Germany 40 or 30, depending on which list you look at. This is the looking very nice and bullish. It's now starting to enter overextended a little bit on the daily, but absolutely it is looking very, very nice. It's broken through major resistance. It's coming to another area where it is now. What I'd like to see again on the daily is see a pullback into this area to see, excuse me, to see it produce a bullish candle and a continuation to the upside. Now, ordinarily, I wouldn't even consider the FTSE. So the DAX and the US indices are my favorite. The FTSE is very choppy and messy, but right now it is going through something good. It's obviously decided to start moving, and there appears to be some real enthusiasm behind those moves. So that's great. That's what I like to see. Now, let's head away from the indices. Let's have a look quickly at cryptos. I just broadly wanted to look at cryptos. We'll start with Bitcoin. You can just see it sort of in the low end here. So my expectation with this is it'll pick up once the other equities start to pick up and recover a little bit. I would then expect this to start heading higher. One quick clue for me would be just that sort of general angle of bearishness, which is where we are now, looking for it to sort of break to that side of it. That would hint that that momentum is shifting slightly more bullish rather than what it is now, which is currently just kind of flatlining. But I do expect over the coming months to see this start to go higher. Then I wanted to talk about Amazon, actually, specific equities, because I've actually done this in the past. And so this is an old chart that I just wanted to highlight where I was looking. I just came across it now when I was cleaning up the platform. I wanted to show here we had bullish momentum on the momentum indicators. And also we had a bit of a sort of a triangle shape here. The reason I had this same thing here is to show you when it starts to breach it. You can see right now it's currently in real time is testing that limit. But it isn't just that. It's had a really nice, again, there was a bit of a double bottom there and it's headed straight off. So to me, it looks as though Amazon is attempting to turn a corner and to start working its way to the upside. And I think it's going to be doing that over the next week or two. So that's really, really nice to see. Google as well also performing very well compared to some of the others as well. It's formed a nice, again, a little bit of a messy double bottom here, starting to head high. There's a shift. It's going to break above this high. It's going to continue back up here. So this is quite nice. I think it's got 100 in its sights. It's going to continue up there. You can see again, you can see bullish momentum. You've got higher lows on your indicators there. And then finally with NVIDIA, also just following NVIDIA as well, that's also done again, a double bottom. So it comes down, produces a double bounce and a shift. These are usually incredibly good signs of bullishness, and to see it starting to head up. So just a couple of those, just highlighting that they're turning a corner. The momentum is shifting bullish. That's why I think there'll be a bit of a lag, but I think cryptos will start to follow through on that. The DAX, the FTSE, and gold, for example, and the indices performing very, very well. In terms of the currencies, I didn't see anything that really stood out as amazing for today, so I'm going to pass on that. But CAD Swissie was interesting to me. I do think that's also got some good room to move to the upside. And that's it from me. I hope you enjoyed this. Thank you very much and have a great week.